underway for our 5th match of the night. Chat, question for you, are SDS going to end match day 6 here in Liverpool, top of the table? Leonard, what an impact he made onto this Vision side. Of course, they did sign Declan McCarthy, but he never featured in season 3. Isaiah Sterling, first shot of the game. Rocket, by the way. The last game of the night, Community FC against Depor Trio before this. SDS looking, believe it or not, to get their first win against Vision. They've never actually beaten Vision before. They lost 4-2 to them in season 1, where SDS, of course, snatched the top 4 spot away from Vision in that dramatic night. Out the copper box. Isaiah Sterling in possession now, scored in both of those games across season 1 and season 2. We'd like to think of current form. SDS will be in to beat them. Off target. Here's the captain, Isaiah Sterling. Daniel Bowery, a little dink into the path of George Nirkadjus. As I mentioned at the top, him and Florian Castrati moved to a franchise baller contract. That's the best contract they can get. That was off the back of Florian Castrati scoring a hat-trick last week. That was his first goal of the season, believe it or not. But still, they're without a win. The bottom of the table as it stands. Can their luck change tonight? Daniel Barrow, one of the few players that has survived all 3 seasons with Vision. It's great to see that man back in his season 1 form last week. In case you missed the announcement tonight, we are coming back to the O2 on the 25th of May for the Final 4. Tickets are now live. Josh Rabbit up for pressure point tonight. And able to give SDS their first pressure point of the season. They are the best defenders in the league. SDS 11 goals conceded across the past 5 match days. Half can only find Florian Castrati. Wembley Rangers were the pressure point winners tonight, their first one of the season. Sterling. No foul there. Chance to break away now for Vision. Castrati's at the back post. He's not need it. There's George Nikac.
Vision's number 10.
Well, ferocious strike will give Vision the lead. Well, this would just be Tyrrell Baller League, wouldn't it? A winless Vision to beat the only unbeaten team left in the league. Chance to break. Bassett felt that one with a late tackle there from Sheikh Ramadan. Committed to the tackle, didn't he? Played short. Kirby into Restrepo. Over the bar. In case you missed the score in the last game, 8-1. Prime winners against United. Sterling. Idea was there. Couldn't find the number 99. I mean, he sort of felt like he was the star until we saw the goal-scoring form come through of that man there, Sterling. Kirby. Former wild card, now permanent move for this season. Big reason why they made the Final Four and the Grand Final. Shot comes in. Florian Castrati looking to bag another goal. Scored 3 goals just in the game changer last week. But it still wasn't enough to get Vision their first win of the season. Castrati!
Well done!
Of course, Coach Marth there, who you may remember from M7, was only brought in about 2 weeks ago. Can he be the manager to turn the tides? You look at the points that are available still. If they win tonight, and they win every other match day, there'd be 18 points available. Of course, you've also got lots of pressure points available on the line as well, but as it stands on the table, look, they're currently on 2 points. They win tonight, they'll be on 5. It would be a miracle, but I'd be all up for seeing it if Vision were to get top 4. I'd absolutely love to see it. Eric de Mello. Is he onside, Woods? He was, but it doesn't matter anyway. Shentov back in the side this week. Was too keen there to go off the mark. The ball actually went out of play. The only change they made from the side that drew against Prime. They conceded right in the last minute, didn't they, against Prime Mampolo, scoring the equaliser last week. Lovely flick down. Oh, wow. What could have been. And what a announcement that would have been for Eddie Allsop. Fresh from his move from clutch. Look at that fleet down from Daniel Bowery. Just caught it slightly too high.
1 minute to game changer.
1 minute away from our first half game changer. Che with a nice flick on into the goal scorer. Strong tackle on Sterling.
Game changer in 10, 9, 8,
5 seconds away from our first half game changer.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I think that's going to do us. We're going to go straight into it now.
Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. We go higher. It's time to go higher.
Onside will be our first half game changer. It's very simple. You can't be offside for the next 3 minutes. All normal offside rules are suspended. Attacking players can position themselves anywhere on the pitch. Offside lines are not in effect. Could this lead in towards maybe SDS playing the long ball? Danny Bassett's sort of become an outlet for them. Could Keziah Sterling become more of a attacking threat for them?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Couple of changes there as Redell Gordon comes on, Adrian Tajik comes on as well, a former M7 player. Shentov. Can he get past Redell Gordon into Salim Saeed? Good effort. It's a corner on the board, the first one of the game. Called into action there. Frankie Leonard. One minute played already in the game change. Remember, onside is the game change. You simply cannot be offside for the next 2 minutes. George Nikaj will spin and shoot. Off again for a great save. Big saves down both ends in this game changer. Nikaj into Afu makes the save. He sort of didn't really get the clean enough connection with that, did he? What a touch, because he got the finish. No. Eddie Allsop. Fouled? No. Kirby can't find the feet of Salim Saeed there. I mean, look, this tells you what you need to know. As it stands, Vision, until the most recent updates, that's one shot on target. That'll be in that goal that they scored. It's a great long ball forward again. They've done a great job. That is how you play onside. You play long, you forget any offside rules. George Nikab's proven why he's a tier 1 baller. Frankie Leonard, he can hit them. He can also score. Final 12 seconds left of the half. Should be a chance for SDS, off target. How have they not scored? Or at least hit the target. Possession gifted away from Vision.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's going to do us.
There we have.
At half-time, you wouldn't believe it, but Vision are leading against the side that have been to 2 Baller League finals. Vision lead SDS 1-0 at the break.
Season 3 of Baller League without
And that is right, it's that time of the day, the head and shoulders above the rest. MVP, most valuable player of the night award, is open. So we want you to grab your phone, scan the QR code, and if you have an opinion on who you think is the MVP of the night, we want to know. Make sure you scan that QR code to vote, and we're revealing that at the end of the show. And yes, this game was built up to be something special. It was United against Prime. It was Ginge versus KSI, and the Baller League cameras caught them having a little chinwag after the game. Let's take a look.
Thank you, bro. No worries. It was a bit mad.
Yeah.
I do apologise.
No, you don't need to apologise,
Oh, okay.
because we deserved it. We deserved it. And
You're missing Kadam.
yeah, but you can't fall apart because you're missing one player.
Yeah, true.
And when you let your team go 4-0 up,
Yeah, they lost their
asking for
heads.
it.
Yeah, they lost their heads, and then they kind of just gave up. But, hopefully, you still manage top 4.
we'll see at the 0-2.
Okay.
We'll see at the
Love to hear that.
And then hopefully it'll be like 6-5-1.
And while we're seeing those pictures, Leah says something interesting. Humble JJ is strange. It is weird, but we're going to talk about that later. But we saw at the beginning of that video, the Head and Shoulders MVP vote is now open. So make sure you get involved. I want to know who you think your Head and Shoulders MVP is.
My Head and Shoulders MVP of the night
Go on. I think I know who.
is my MVP of the season.
Okay.
I'm talking, let me see, MVP. Give my boy Alfie Matthews his flowers.
You
This
need to.
season is one for the record books. Goals, assists. I'm seeing him with the captain's armband now.
Do
He
you know-
gave him the franchise
Yeah.
contract.
Yeah.
He's got his team on the verge of the top 4. I mean, the hair is looking better this year.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah,
about
shining.
Alfie Matthews right now. His shoulders are a little broader. He's arrived. This season is one for the record books, man. MVP.
Do you know what? Alfie Matthews is a fantastic shout, and I do think the lights are never too bright for him. But we got to also think about Mampolo, an absolute goal.
He's in the
fest.
conversation
We're
every
talking
week.
about tonight. Was it 4 goals tonight? I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous.
Nah, every week I feel like he's in this conversation. Seriously, whether he's starting, whether he's coming off the bench, this guy just guarantees goals, man. And I like the way he does it as well, too. He carries himself with a bit of authority, you know what I mean? So I hear you, but Alfie Matthews, that's my guy.
I know, but they're definitely 2 players who are in the shout for the MVP of the entire Baller League Season 3. I mean, it's special to watch. We get a fantastic view here at Pitchside in our studio. We get to see it up close and personal. And the things that those boys do on a weekly basis is absolutely special. It's a joy to watch.
Especially those 2 players last season had difficult years respectively, right? You're talking about Mampolo at Deport Trio. Didn't really end the way he wanted it to. Alfie Matthews, that story of SDS didn't go the way he wanted to in the final. You look at the way they've bounced back at new clubs. Now they're looking at the two best players in the league based on form this season. It's beautiful to see the redemption story, and long may it continue for both of them.
Wow, but there is still so much of this Border League season free to come. We want to know who your MVP is. Make sure you get involved in that, because we're talking just tonight, but also for the entire season. I cannot wait to see the second half of this game, and it's coming up very, very soon. So back to Brandon in the comms box. I can't wait for this one.
I'm still working my hand signals.
Love a game changer. All right, everybody, why don't you count with me?
Welcome back 10, to the start of the second half here. Are we about to see
7,
the unthinkable
6,
happen?
5,
SDS 4, losing their first game of the season to an I say a winless, sorry. A winless Vision who have left it until being here in Liverpool to go and win their first game. Incredible scenes this would be. First foul of the game, that's on the back of the calf of Keziah Sterling. I mean, look, that's how you, I guess to a degree, you've got to beat SDS. Take out their main man. The usual comes through him. It's one way to stop him. Nia Kirby from a ridiculous range. Why not? Someone's got to step up. Maduka 4, first introduction on the pitch, already being pulled apart. Shot comes in, there's your equaliser. We might be in Liverpool, but the whack is still in full motion. SDS back in the time. And as that sparked, a comeback for SDS off the line. And fouled is Connor Wood. Not happy is Jake Ramadan there, let the referee know. Nia Kirby. Connor Woods. Rodell Gordon tries his best to find Castrati. Oh, it's clever from Connor Wood. Is this the start of an incredible goal? Connor Woods, oh, he finished that. That would have been incredible, but it is a second corner for SDS. Look at that. See you later.
Good, Danny.
If you get with experience, yeah? Play with experience. Play with experience.
Experience is probably the key word there for Sharkies SDS. As I said, this is their 32nd game in Baller League. More games in this six-a-side format, this Ball League format, than anyone else. Although they did draw against Prime last week, I mean, that's what Sharky was sort of saying. This is only your 5th game in this six-a-side style of football. We've played, up to that point, 30-plus matches. George Nikaj, lovely little turn. Can he find Nicole on the overlap? Can't find the clever pass that he tried to thread through there, Castrati. And a foul in a very dangerous area. Quite central as well, this. Castrati's over it, and no doubt I think he'll be the player to hit this. Or does the captain, Daniel Bowery, fancy it? Daniel Bowery to take the shots and scores! Well, it's the most goals he's ever scored in the Division season. It's goal number 3. And it's another free kick that goes in here. So a little push there on Daniel Bowery. Could defend him. That's gone into the billboard and felt that. That was the save from Frankie Leonard. The last time the Division 1 game was all the way back in Season 2 in January against MVP's a 3-0 win in the final game of the season. Well, I'll be honest, there wasn't really too much on the line at that point. What a storyline this would be, and I tell you what, it would completely shake up the top 4. Keziah Sterling, what to say? Frankie Leonard on the rebound, Connor Wood again! That's why they signed him! He's not a goal scorer tonight, he's back to being a shot stopper. Eddie Allsop, what a debut! From Clutch Division. Welcome to Vision, Eddie Allsop, quickest to react. I'll tell you what, he's done well there with potentially a miss kick, whether he made, was it a miss kick or was it a fake shot? I'll see it again now. I'll tell you what, if he meant that, that is genius. 3-1, Vision lead. Nikaj, Castrati, he's got to play the pass. Eddie Allsop was there. There's one back. Don't count these lot out yet. Fancies another one, why not? Eddie Allsop cuts it back. Where's that going to fall? Tell you what, Abbott might be through there if he can find the gap. Quick reactions from Frankie Leonard. A full corner was about to tie the game, but 3-3. SDS are only one corner away, by the way, from a penalty. Sterling. 2.5 minutes away from our second half game changer. Only one goal in between the two. I like that one hurt. From Joshua Abbott. And the only side unbeaten left in the league. Is that about to change tonight? Their last defeat was in the final against Wembley Rangers all the way back in January 11th at the Copper Box. Of course, in case you've missed the news, we're at the O2 on May 25th for our final four this season. Tickets are now live. Jay Krabadat. Tell you what, they can get to the game changer in a 3-2 position. Certainly going to give them confidence.
Game changer.
25 seconds away from either the line fair play or one-on-one. Kirby, carried away by Leonard.
Game changer in
10 seconds away.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
The chat saying is Zion Nditi still playing for Vision. There he is on the sidelines. His Vision tracksuit not in the side tonight.
5, 4, 3.
And into the game changer we go.
1.
Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall. It's time to go higher.
Well, it will be the line
Your game changer is
for the final 3 minutes tonight.
Goals count double if scored from behind the offside line.
If you score a goal from behind the offside line, it will count as double. Only 3 teams have been able to do this across 32 weeks of Baller League action, of course, including the Final Fours and all the game changes that we've seen. The last time we saw a goal from behind the line was back in Season 2, Tyrone Marsh for MVPs United.
Don't get the 3 points. We can talk about forwards on the way home.
Are we in for a goal that counts as double here? Of course, still a 6v6. Any other goal that is scored would count as 1.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Clock's running, come on.
Are we about to see the shake-up of the top 4 again? Why this is so interesting, by the way, for those that are wondering. Of course, NDL have lost their first game tonight. They've dropped points. United have dropped points. Clutch have gained points. Prime have gone back to winning ways. And if Deportivo can win the last game tonight as well, they'll be on 12 points. It will completely shake up the Final 4. That's a good save again by Frankie Leonard. Half potentially caught off guard there. Possession given away, and now 1 minute, just over 30 seconds away. They get one more goal here, it's job done, surely. George Nikac. Seems like his new contract has just given him the ultimate boost. What a touch from Danny Bassett, by the way. Teammate inside, though. And you know what? Fair play to Vision. How they have pulled this off. First win of the season around the corner. If they can just hold on for over a minute. Well, can SDS snatch a point and keep the unbeaten streak running? It's a heavy touch. .50 seconds as the shout for a corner. Who's going to step up for SDS, or are you going to go and lose the game now? Nikac! How's he not found Castrati? Both teams with 2 corners next to their name. If SDS can just get one more corner, a penalty could be the difference between keeping their unbeaten streak alive and not. Sterling, shot comes in. If there was a touch on that, that could have been their way back into the game. Just over the bar, by the way. What an effort. Castrati, 15 seconds. It's now or never. Sterling. They're out of time. Vision. We're about to win their first game of the season against the unbeaten SDS. This is Baller League. Unpredictable. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. We have got a ref challenge potentially to deal with first before we go to a full time.
About 10 seconds to go.
10 seconds to go on the clock if this challenge is it a free kick or not is probably the question. If that is given as a foul, it would be a free kick just behind the line. You score from there, it would count as double. Free kick or not, chap? Is it a full time? Is it a vision win?
The referee's challenge is unsuccessful. Game over.
Challenge unsuccessful. Game over. SDS have lost their first game since the final in Season 2. Unbelievable scenes here. A winless Vision. After a busy transfer window, apologies for any language there.